Good afternoon and welcome to the Bottleneck Bridge Ride. I say good afternoon. It's good morning.
Good morning.
It feels like good afternoon
Absolutely.
for us here. Ray Halbrook here along with
Scott Seek,
and we're going to turn things over real quick here to Andy Held here in just a minute. But wanted to just grab you here, Scott, and talk a little bit about the this is the 6th or 7th year?
Seventh year, yeah.
And man, we are just excited. This is our second time doing this, and
Yeah.
Andy Held is he's over here right now, getting ready to get things started, and we're just going to turn it over to him here real quick.
Sounds good.
So without the leadership and the generosity of the City of Festus and the Festus Tourism Commission, this would not be as big of a reality as it is. We also have so many other sponsors at our rest stops and the wineries and breweries and the businesses that support this. So a big round of applause for all of our sponsors. So I'm Andy Held with the Jefferson County Growth Association. I'm going to pass this on to Cindy with TrailNet.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Cindy Mentz, the CEO from TrailNet. TrailNet is a local nonprofit working to make the streets safer for everyone. And we are excited about the partnership that we've had with Jefferson County. We've just finished a project working with the community here to make the streets better for walking and biking. I hope you have a safe ride today, and I want to thank everybody who joined as a member today. I had a few new members, so we really appreciate it. It supports our work to make it safer for everyone. So good luck, and thank you, Andy Held, for being such a great partner to us.
All right, so let's a couple of rules I just want to throw out. One, let's be very courteous. Stay to the right. Don't ride 4 wide. Please stick it to 2 wide. Let's just be very respectful of the community out here. We want to be able to come back. The roads are beautiful, so we want to keep this ride going, and we just want to be good stewards with the community and for cyclists everywhere. The routes are marked on the ground with pink arrows, so keep your eyes peeled for those. You should also have Ride with GPS, which you can pull up from your phone, load it on your computer, whatever. So there should be a handful of different options for navigation. There will be 5 rest stops throughout the course, depending on which route you are on. So stock up. It's going to be a little warm, so stay hydrated. And that's all my safety spiel.
One last thing before we get going is a big round of applause for Mayor Osher and Mayor Sam Richards with Festus and Crystal City for leading the event today.
They will be leading us out.
The last thing we're going to do is we're going to have the national anthem sang by Vida Cantus, that's out of Arnold. So if you wouldn't mind removing your helmets, and if you'd like to, sing along with them.
Thank you. Get close, girls. Are you ready? Sing along. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? This was not on. Thank you.
All right, everybody, let's party.
And folks, they're off here for the 7th annual Bottleneck Bridge Ride.
7th annual Bottleneck
How
Bridge Ride.
How about that, guys? Yep. And I've got back here with Andy. Andy Held will be jumping up with us as well here. Yep. And we've got Scott Seek with us here as we start seeing them filing out here.
Look at this.
We don't want to miss the bikers coming out.
Absolutely.
We have a final count, 383 bikers is what we've got.
Nice, very good.
So I'm sure
a lot moving through here.
They are cooking through here. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. There we go.
Oh, look at this one coming up with the little one on the front.
There we go. Nice. And they're off here. Now tell us a little bit about the particulars on, there's a couple of different courses that is being ran today. Tell us a little bit about that there, Scott.
Yeah, so we have a 22 mile, and then a 33 mile, 47, I believe, and then a 77. And we did the 77 miler for the 7th year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
77 miles.
Yes,
how long does that normally take them to get that done?
I mean, it really just depends. The thoroughbreds, they'll get through it in 3 hours,
wow.
Maybe 2 to 3 hours.
Wow.
20 miles an hour, if we do the math, a few stops there and stuff like that. Someone like myself takes a little bit longer.
Sure.
Maybe 4 to 5 hours,
yep.
So, yeah.
Those are the dedicated bikers, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
We've got more and more filing out. We're going to let them file out before we start the actual interview process and things like that. But again, thanks for being with us here for the Bottleneck Bridge Ride here. It's the 7th annual Festus Crystal City up here on Main Street as well.
Borrow your bell.
It's all yours.
And they're filing out finally here, the last of them. Awesome.
Very good.
That
was
cool.
a great start. Great start. Go. Yeah. So they're the police department, both Crystal City and Festus are blocking Highway 167.
Yep.
And so that they can all get through nice and safe. And and that's one of the great things about having that all start like we just saw there all at one time. So that's just impressive. I love to see all those cyclists out here doing that.
So just a little bit, wanted to give a shout out to all of the different sponsors here. TrailNet, obviously, Festus Tourism Commission, Jefferson County Growth Association, Pedal and Pie, Trek Bicycles, Main and Mill Brewing Company, LaChance Vineyards, Villa Antonio Winery, Wild Sun Winery. We've got those wineries, and some of those are the stops, correct?
Yes, they are. So we came up with the name Bottleneck. Bottleneck, so because we started Main and Mill, you got a bottleneck there, and then of course all the wineries and the breweries and all that. So you've had the bottleneck, and then how this really started was that we were always riding out to the bridge, to the Sandy Creek covered bridge,
right?
And so that ride always took us by a few of the wineries, and we always stopped at Main and Mill or Tetros or one of those areas.
Sure.
And so we said, well, what are we going to call this? And of course,
right? Why not?
Bottleneck Bridge Ride.
Why not?
So
Let me finish.
It just rolls off the tongue.
Let me finish these sponsors as well. That is R&H. Can you help me with that? That's Russell House.
That's Russell
what it is.
House.
Russell
Sorry,
House.
my bad.
Governor Land Services. What's the FP? I can't read that one there.
That is a good question. I'll have to ask on that one.
Comtree, Logan University, Dobbs Tire and Auto, Track Central, Logo Daddy, and visit jeffersoncounty.com as well. Right. So we want to make sure we get all of those guys in there as well.
Yeah, you got Festus Tourism
Absolutely.
in there? Yeah,
Festus
very good.
Tourism,
yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And We're going to buzz through real quick, just a few questions, because I want to get Dan here as well from Dan Govero from the Jefferson County Tourism Commission as well here. So, Scott, congratulations on your election, by the way.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Election victory. Appointed to the County Council.
County Council, District 5, so
District
that's
5?
this area.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You feel you'll be able to utilize your new position to continue to highlight opportunities for the Tourism Commission here?
I think so, yeah. That was one of the main points that I ran on, was to allow us to grow even more. We've got the Port Authority and the port coming in, the port at Kimmswick. You have a lot of tourism related things. We've got momentum right now.
Good.
And that momentum is something that I want to use if I can, and if there's a way to do it with the county. I want to support that process.
Great.
So, yeah, without a doubt.
What is the planning process like for events like this? I got a little bit of a first hand on it at 6 a.m. So that was a good one.
So Andy had like 1 hour of sleep. I had maybe 2, and maybe 3. But the planning really begins basically tomorrow. After this one is done, we'll start planning. We give most everyone, the committee and all that, off until January, because we've been doing this for 7 years now. We're starting to get this down where we kind of know what we're doing. But around January, we get pretty heavy with what we're handling and making sure that we have the sponsors in. We definitely come back to Festus Tourism, and they've been wonderful. Basically the presenting sponsor for this, and and that's a really great thing. They see the value in the tourism coming in, and so we'll coordinate with them. And then as we get closer, we have to coordinate with all the cities, the county, and EMS, and then of course TrailNet's a big part of that, and make sure that we're as safe as we can possibly be on this route. There's close to 400 people out there on the road. We want them to be safe and enjoy this, and enjoy Jefferson County.
Perfect. Great. We're here with Scott Seek, Jefferson County Tourism President, by the way.
Yes. So. For now, we're Jefferson County Tourism Commission, which is a newly formed tourism commission. We're now almost to our 2-year anniversary, and that's whenever we can start really leveraging the state for help with that. And so I've got them up and going. We've got a great group of people that got together and got that going. And then now that I'm taking on the role as county councilman for District 5, I'll be stepping off onto I'm not going to leave the Jefferson County Tourism Commission, just move over to the advisory committee on that, and then we'll bring somebody in to take over. So I'm sad my baby is now grown, and we're going to be moving to new things.
But here you talk about your family. You and your family lead a really active lifestyle, it seems. I mean,
yes.
Met your dad here for the first time. And you talk about him a lot. I mean, you pattern a lot of, I'm sure, after Pops there.
I do. I really, and I give him a lot of credit, but I can't forget Mom. Mom is Suzanne Seek. She is always doing something. So I've got, Dad was one of the founding members of the YMCA down here, the Jefferson County Family YMCA, to get that built. He was president of the YMCA for a while, and then Mom jumped on, and she was. So they've both got their faces on the wall. I was the chairman of the board for a little bit, but I don't hold a candle to what they've been able to do.
Sure.
And they're big community supporters, so they just love doing things like that. I can't give them enough credit for it. Mm-hmm.
What are some of your favorite tourist areas in the county to indulge in physical activity? Every Tuesday or Thursday?
Every Tuesday. We have Tuesday Night Ride. So we've got a Facebook page, Tuesday Night Ride, and it looks like the mountains of Jefferson County on there. So come join us. Come join us.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
Come join them.
we do anywhere, usually about 15 to 30 miles, no drop. So if someone comes in and they're like, I haven't done this, we always have at least one person hanging out to make sure that we don't get lost. You know? And we'll do some of the rides that they're seeing today. So that the 30 mile or the 30-ish mile one is our basic Bottleneck Bridge, our basic bridge ride that we do on Tuesday nights. But we've mixed it up, and we go all over the county doing all kinds of different routes. Each route, we go ahead and we'll put it out on Facebook, and we'll do we'll just have a great time. Yeah.
We're going to get Andy in here
Yep.
to sit as well,
Mm-hmm.
and while he's sitting up, I'm going to ask you a last question here.
Yeah.
We know that local businesses are the backbone of the Tourism Commission, but what are some things that the average county citizen can do to help attract visitors and revenue?
That's a good question. You know, really, when they supporting our local businesses, just shopping Jefferson County. Being a part of that, you know, we know that we can go up to St. Louis and buy stuff and get, you know, go to the malls, go to the stuff up in the city. But if you really just do a little searching, you go to visitjeffersoncounty.com or shopjeffersoncounty.com. Those are all the Jefferson County Growth Association websites. You go in there and look at some of the sponsors there, you'll be just amazed at all that we have to offer here.
Yep.
And so when we shop here and then we bring other people in to shop here and we bring other people in, it creates a revenue stream for the local businesses, and that's what they need to do. Just keep coming in here and doing that. That revenue stream also creates a tax base, which is always nice, and that helps to continually grow that.
Right.
All the things that we're doing here.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So check out all of those places. That's what we're trying to say.
Yes.
There's more than just Amazon.
There is more than just Amazon.
And when you can do things locally here, you're definitely keeping that revenue stream going on in the county here.
Yes.
Andy Held, we're going to throw over here. Andy, how you doing, man?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
He just gave himself a selfie. How about that?
But first,
there you
take a
go.
selfie.
Andy Held is the co-organizer here, executive director at Mercy Health Foundation as well, Mercy Jefferson. And we talked about this being the 7th year of the Bottleneck Bridge Ride. What are you hoping to accomplish by helping create this yearly event?
So, I mean, the big thing, when we first started putting this together, the whole premise of it was, how do we create some kind of tourism event? How can we draw more people down here? And I don't know what Scott's answered or said anything yet.
No, you go with it. Yeah.
But with the whole thing, it's been, we've got each year. The first year we did it, you know, we saw that there was over 80% of the participants came outside of any Jefferson County zip code.
Yeah.
So to me, that says, okay, we're on the right track. And then now that we're into the 7th year, after the 6th year, the year of the COVID, the 2020,
Sure.
that one,
That was
even
tough.
though it was a calendar invite and it was a good DIY event, still when you broke down the numbers, you still looked at like over 87%. Last year we had close to 90% that came from outside any zip code in the county that were coming down here. And that's pretty amazing. So to me, I think that that's a success, and that's it is not just due to, hey, here's a great event, but when you look at the culture of the county, the residents, the scenery, I mean, the city of Festus and the Tourism Commission have just been rock stars. And then each one of the municipalities that we are in, whether it's, Herky, Peevely, DeSoto, Hillsborough, Crystal, they're all so welcoming and so easy to work with. So, but yeah, the big picture of it is how do we just drive more people down here? And
once they get down here and they start utilizing the things that we have, they all want to come back.
Yeah.
And so we just need to get them down there just one time to come down, check it out.
Hey, we came back.
Yeah, you did.
We came back. We're back.
Yeah, no, it's kind of crazy. You know, the biggest comment I always get is, "Oh, Mr. Hill, it was flatter on the map." I'm like, well, yeah, it's
Are
a
you
little
expecting
hilly.
There's
Are
a
you
few
expecting it to
hills.
be completely flat? I
It's
wouldn't.
hilly, and,
you know.
but you know what? You got enough scenery and enough positive energy from the people in this community, in this county, and that man, it just makes it worthwhile.
Yeah. You've been riding a long time, and how long have you been?
So I started in
riding?
2010.
Yeah.
That when you started?
Started in 2010 as a fitness event for MS 150, and then found out very shortly that this is not an easy sport. But gosh, it is so rewarding.
Sure.
So yeah, I may not be the fastest. Gosh knows I'm not the smallest.
At least not uphill, right? Not uphill.
I own the downhill.
Yeah, downhill.
I own the
we
downhill.
can do that really well.
When you're built,
momentum.
when you're built like a down lineman of a pro football team,
There you go.
You get gravity on your side on one way, but the other side's a struggle. But it's been
more people come through. There you go.
it definitely has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're the Clydesdales, as we say.
There you
Not
go.
the thoroughbreds, but the Clydesdales. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So pulling off an event like this, it requires a large amount of community support, of course. How has your experience as the executive director of Mercy Health Foundation at Jefferson, how has that helped you to bring about events like this?
Well, I think, outside of that, I think no matter what you do with any event like this, it's all about relationships.
Yeah.
No matter what you do. And it's just, being able to build and cultivate those relationships of the community, county leadership, the business owners, the residents. So it's a win-win in so many different ways. But yes, it takes a lot of individuals to make something like this. And we learn every year. If I said it was perfect every year, it would, I'd be lying.
Yeah.
But partnering with somebody like TrailNet for this,
yes,
and just their expertise that they have, and then all the things that we're planning on doing with bikeability and walkability and all these things that are coming together, it comes down to relationships, and that's really a big thing, and that's where it's successful, and it's just a communication.
There you have it. What do you think the benefit of this Bottleneck Bridge ride is to Jefferson County?
Oh, I mean, you could look at it and say, hey, it's economic development. It's, you get this revenue stream, come in from all this from a tourism standpoint. What I think it really does is just it brings people down if they've not been here. So I think the importance of this is just showcasing what all we have to offer.
Yeah.
You look at other locations if and I don't know all the big winery ones like Augusta and, some of those other places. Man, they're beautiful.
Yeah.
And this place down here, this county is just amazing to be in. So I think the big thing, at the end of the day, it's, how can we just show people what we have? And it's not just the rolling hills and the scenery. It's it's the personality and the people that make this place what it is.
The cycling community, it's one of those communities where when you get into it, you start cycling and you're like, when you haven't cycled, you get on the road and you're like, oh, there's cyclists, and usually the first time you're like, oh, there's cyclists, and then as you're around them more, in the community, and then you're like, oh, there's cyclists, we just have to go around them, or do whatever, and then they're like, oh, there's cyclists. Now we're with them and do more selfies. Yeah. And then when you become one, and again, you don't have to be a fast one, or you can be on an e-bike. You can do all those things.
I vote for the e-bike.
E-bikes are they help. And when you're doing that, you're in this community, and the community then starts to grow on itself.
Right.
And I can't get the quote right, but Hemingway. You had that one quote of Hemingway, and it was basically stating, because I'm gonna butcher it, is that on a bike you can see the land, you can see the country, you can see the in my way you can see the county,
right,
and you become a part of it, and that's only something that you can do once you've been out there on the road. Yeah, and runners will tell you the same way. So I don't want to take out the runners, but we're talking about cycling today.
Right.
And it is a fun community to be a part of.
Yeah.
And it's just he talked me into it. It was probably 9 years ago, so he started at 10. 9.
This is all your fault.
Yeah,
right there,
it's
Andy.
really all Andy's fault. Yeah. And then, so 8 years ago, we were sitting around. Now, one of the things we like to do, Bottleneck Bridge Ride, I'm not going to shy away from that at all. We like to drink beer.
Okay.
So we have to ride our bikes so that we can drink beer.
It's stated best on Pedal and Pie's wall. It's like eat to ride,
Ride to eat,
to
to ride.
That's pretty much.
If you haven't been out to Pedal and Pie, you got to check that out. It's a mural on the side of their wall.
And so what we do is we get out there. We were sitting at Tetros one time, and we said, we were watching these. You look them up on YouTube. These Rafa rides, and you look it up there, and it's what's funny about it is these great cyclists are out there cycling and doing all their thing. We're like, we need to do that,
Right?
And so we were all talking and just drinking and coming up with great ideas.
Yeah.
And then this happened.
Sure.
And
about that?
Not without a lot of work by Andy
How about that?
and all that, but in TrailNet and all
Yeah.
the things that we did. But it fell into place. And,
Right.
and we're really happy with it.
We're going to have Dan Govero on here in just a minute. Dan is over here on the right. He's probably not even listening to us. We're going to get you on here in just a quick second. But give us, before you guys take out of here real quick, what the itinerary is for the rest of today.
So the rest of today, about 11 o'clock, live music will start. All the business, like there's several businesses that'll be opening up at different times, but live music will start from 11 to 4. There's 2 different bands, Amaryllis and then the Ron and Bill duo will be following that. And about 12:30 is going to be the kids' races. So we got some Strider races and some things that Living Life on Two Wheels is going to, they're going to be taking the helm for that.
Okay.
And then by the about time that's done, so about 1:30, you start seeing people come in within, it's 8:30ish now. So within the hour, the first crew will start coming in from the shorter route, and then they'll start coming in. But at 12:30 is the kids stuff, and then the pump track's going to be open up right there behind Main Street, behind Petit Paris in that area, for people to come back there and hang out and play on the pump track that Living Life on Two Wheels and Pedal and Pie have. Their portable pump track, which is awesome.
Phenomenal, yes.
And and then around 4 o'clock today, the day will wrap up. And but yeah, so we've got a lot going on.
And even if you're not riding today, if
Come
you're
on
just
out.
come down.
Right.
The
Come down,
music's
be a
going
part
to be
of it.
fantastic.
Yeah.
We got several tents, chairs. You've got
Down a little ways from us
You've
here.
got Main and Mill. You've got the Brick. You've got H&K Sugar Shack. You've got Four Brothers Mead. You've got down the road. You got Pedal and Pie. Then you got Gordon's Burgers down at Gordon's Stoplight. And I hope I'm not forgetting one. But any of the places that are open here on Main Street that
Brick
serve.
Bistro.
Brick's open.
Brick?
Yeah, Brick's going to be open. Cindy and them are ready to go, and I think brunch is probably almost ready there.
Probably.
So.
Get you
But,
some pig wings today.
But yeah, so
Maybe.
you can come down, just
Absolutely.
hang out and listen to stuff. It's going to be fun, and then you get to watch people come in from this magnificent ride.
Absolutely. Guys, thanks so much for catching up with us. And I know
Hey, thank you.
you guys have got a busy day in front of you here, so
We
we're
do.
going to let you go here. But thanks for having us in again
Hey,
to help
appreciate
cover it.
It's awesome.
And I guess you said 12:30 is the
12:30 is going to be the kids stuff.
kids ride. We're going to bring this back here about 12:30 for another catch up, just before the kids ride as well. And if bring your kids on down. I mean, they'll let you run up and down here just for a little bit. I would assume. Bring your bike.
Bring your bike, bring your kids. There's
only day of the year you can come out here and ride up and down
Just
Main Street.
own Main Street.
Right.
Yeah.
And the health department, Jefferson County Health Department, is going to be doing helmet fittings down there for kids. So if your kid doesn't have a helmet, you want to bring your bike and your little one, and you need a new helmet, or you don't have a helmet for your little one for safety, come down and check them out and be part of the event.
Perfect.
So
Awesome.
Love it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
And we're
absolutely.
going to turn your microphones off here real quick while we get Mr. Dan Govero over here from the Jefferson County Growth Association. What's that? We're going to get her at 12:30 as well. Okay. So, no, but I will. Okay. But I will. Yeah, absolutely. So, and we'll have Dan Govero here to jump over here real quick, and we'll have him grab this chair right here. Dan, come on over here, my friend. Come on over, Dan. Again, we're here at the Bottleneck Bridge Ride, the 7th annual, and we're being joined here by Dan Govero from the Jefferson County Tourism Commission. Go ahead and grab this headset right here, and we'll get you on here and twist you here. Oh, here. We got that one twisted. There you go. Got you on there, and get you a headset right there. There you go. How about that? Dan doesn't get headsets too much.
No.
Do you, Dan? That's okay. You hear okay?
Yeah.
You hear everything? All right. Dan Govero, you've been the president of the Jefferson County Growth Association for how long?
Probably 10 years, I guess.
10 years.
Yeah.
I never knew that. How about that?
Yeah. How about that?
Yeah. You just got a few questions. We'll catch up with you for.
A period of a couple years that Ann Portel was president, but then they put me back in.
Well, they said, hey, you can't let the good ones die, right?
I guess.
There you go. The executive board president of the Jefferson County Growth Association and president of Govero Land Services. Everybody sees you going down Highway 55 there. Govero Land Services right next to Bayers, who is no longer there now.
Yeah.
But you're still there. What do you think are some of the biggest benefits of the Bottleneck Bridge right here in Jefferson County?
Well, it brings people into town, and they can see what the beauty of the Jefferson County that they wouldn't ever looked at before.
Sure.
And they come back to visit the wineries and the restaurants and things that of interest to them, and they come back every year for the scenery, and it's great to have those people come in and enjoy our county.
Awesome. Next question here is, how important are the events like this for the short-term and long-term economic benefits in Jefferson County?
Well, it's a great benefit bringing those, like I said, the people in. They get to see what's here, and they're willing to come back because of the beauty of the county and spend their money here, which gets us sales tax, which is great. But as the county grows, we're going to grow too. The Growth Association and the Bottleneck Bridge Ride, we hope will keep growing. But we're thinking it's long-term. It's bringing more notoriety to Jefferson County. Excuse me.
No, you're good.
But if you ever listen to or look at what happens in the Business Journal and all those places, they mention St. Charles, Illinois, and Jefferson County don't exist in their eyes in St. Louis. So we're trying to change that and bring the notoriety to Jefferson County that we're here, we're close in, we got a lot of things to offer, and that they don't look at. So is
he back for round two? He's making another lap.
Just run a little late, I think.
That's all right.
Yeah. But that's the beauty of these type of events, is to get the awareness that Jefferson County is here, and we do have a lot to offer.
Yeah. We talked a little bit about TrailNet with Andy and Scott a little bit. How did the original partnership with TrailNet come about?
Well, we've always had different committees in our Growth Association, and Andy held for the bikes and things like that, the trails. He was always a spearhead of that. And he come to us and said, we want to do this Bottleneck Bridge Ride, and would you support it, which we did. And then they got the tourism and Festus Tourism involved, and other people and donations. And we just put the first one on. It turned out really good. We got a lot of people here, and we just couldn't wait to see it expand. So we've done it. And thanks to Andy and Scott, they put it together every year.
Sure.
And working with TrailNet, keep it going. So.
Final question for you, because I know you've got to take off, and you're going to one of the checkpoints. Is that correct?
Right.
Where are you at today?
I'm at the gas station, the Texaco in DeSoto.
There you go. Down there by Mann Funeral Home, right?
Yeah. Yes.
There you go. All right. Last question. What are some other upcoming JCGA, the Jefferson County Growth Association, events, and do you have any new exciting news to share with us?
Well, we have the women's group, which is really took off, and they got another meeting coming up. It's a free event for the women of Jefferson County. It's been well attended. It's held at Villa Antonia Winery, and it's uplifting for the gals to learn or can see what they can do with their life. And so it's been really good. Cammie Kynes headed up that committee and took off with it, and it's been really good, really well received. So we hope it grows. The other thing, we have a quarterly meeting coming up. It's actually a semi-annual meeting, but they're going to, Donna Lawson's putting that together, and we will have some things from the past to see it, and then we'll have a holiday party coming up. So we've supported, as you probably know, the candidates forum with the leader paper. I think people really appreciated that we was kept that going, because otherwise it was going to die, then not enough money. So we try to do as many community things, and we will have a holiday party for the Growth Association, but we're going to do it in January this year because everybody's so busy in December.
Sure. Yeah, I get it.
Yep, so we think it's going to be a lot better event. So
awesome.
We just try to keep things going and support all the businesses in Jefferson County and promote new businesses.
Awesome. Well, Dan, thank you so much for catching up with us. I'm sure we'll catch up with you again for some other events down the road, and always a pleasure having you on.
Okay, thank you.
Appreciate it. Dan Govero from the Jefferson County Growth Association, and we're going to go ahead and kick out of here real quick. Again, we'll be back here for the 12:30. The kids bike race comes out, so if you want to come out and be a part of that, come in, sign up. They'll let you sign up here at the last second. For Ray Halbrook, all of us here at Livestream STL. Also, we're over on the Growth Association Facebook page today, also the Tourism Commission page, and all the different outlets here. Thanks so much for being with us, and thanks for watching the morning part of the Bottleneck Bridge Ride. We will see you around 12:30 for the kids race.